Hello, chat. I died again. Oh my gosh. Hello. 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 Gito, welcome. It's real quiet in the song right now. I think it's in between songs. We are currently listening to 3 hours of Minecraft BGM, but Gigi, Murin, and Koseki Bijou of Hololive Ian interrupts randomly. Good. Wait, you killed me again. Wait. Hmm. How about fat ass wizard cat with a gun, but I have a sword. It's a sword fight. Kill him. No. Why is it so epic? No. At this rate, Gito's gonna be the new kill leader. You know, wait. I know what to do. I'll. I'll close the game. Then I win. Aha. Good fight today, Gito. What's cool is that the thing will keep our stats, so the next time that we play, it will remember how many kills you've gotten, and eventually maybe someone will be able to defeat me as the kill leader, but it's just gonna be hard because I'm always here. So today is the house always wins. That's true. I do wish it would let me control the weapons and stuff. Maybe it does. It would just be funny to be like, imagine if I could snipe emotes. If the streamer could just be like, you know what? No, fuck you. That'd be pretty funny. Especially if someone was like on a big kill streak and they're being I'm gonna have to play this BGM again another time because it's pretty funny. But okay, why don't let's put on our real BGM. The link will be in the description, like I said. That only applies to YouTube friends though. Okay. You should be able to hear some music pretty quietly. Just want it to be, you know, I just want something to fill the silence. So, hello, chat. It's Saturday morning. I forgot to turn on the white noise machine, so my neighbors are hearing me right now. Hold on. Okay. And I got my tea here. I was about to say I got some good rest, but I didn't. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. But anyways. What is this? What are we doing? Where are we? We're not on the starting screen anymore. We have started. So, let me get rid of that. It's the first 4 days of Mardi Gras madness. Mardi Gras starts in March? On March 1st? Is that what you're doing, Gito? Well, maybe we'll hear some good stories there. I've been to the New Orleans street or whatever. Yeah, it's very late this year. Oh. I remember I was there. I was there when I was underage because I went on a on a group trip with like a bunch of other adults and people. It's like a tour around different states, and I remember there being a lot of giggling from the adults, like, oh, you know, what if they see something? Oh, you never know. Hoo hoo hoo. And the only thing that I saw was a woman swinging on a swing in a window. She was like swinging on a swing in the display window. I guess she was on display in a sense. It was more, it felt more circusy than sexual to me at the time. They took her down? What do you mean? What do you mean? Specifically? Or they told her to stop? Was that a famous lady? Was that like a famous swing? I don't know. That was so many years ago. That's the only real thing I remember. Also, let's go to the next slide. Boop. That's not the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. Boop. A quick introduction. So what is this? What are we doing, and where's the video game? You went 2 weeks ago and it wasn't a real person most of the time? Oh. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, does she get paid to swing in a swing set in the window? How long does she do that? You know, like, I mean, even if it pays well, I don't know. It doesn't seem very fulfilling, I guess. But people are fulfilled in different ways. It'd be an easy gig, yeah, like an easy gig, but like too mindless for me, I think, personally. But you know, there's some days at my job I wouldn't mind just swinging in a swing, I guess. Maybe if I have to sit in my underwear, that might be an acceptable trade-off. But this chat room is our second monthly chatting stream, still tentatively named Mashed Potato Monthly. Hooray! We'll be chatting about all kinds of different things, both real-life things and things that have happened on the stream. Doesn't have to be just involving my real life. And an example, we're talking about New Orleans Mardi Gras madness right now. That's exactly the kind of cool, random stuff that I was hoping to have pop up as we're doing this. But the reason why it's monthly is so that way, one, a little bit less pressure on me to prepare some stuff, but still good practice and a good routine to get into, I'm thinking. It gives people a chance to catch up on what we've been doing this past month and see what they've missed, see what we have to look forward to for the next month. And that's it. So there's not really a set time. Before I was wondering, like, should I make it really short and fast, or should I make it like a long chatting stream, or just like an hour, or you know, I don't know, but really just playing it super loose with this right now. So, you know, no big deal. But I do want to play Avowed and Monster Hunter today, so let's keep going. The first random topic, I guess they're not random topics, I spoiled them, but I wanted to let people know that there's more than one thing in there. Boom. First thing is that I bought a face scrubber. I don't think that that's really the right term for that now that I'm reading that, but in my ever growing attempt to take control over my own thoughts and insecurities, I bought a face scrubber and a facial cleanser. I don't know what I'm doing with them. I've read some stuff about it. That's an exfoliator, okay. That picture there is the exact ones that I have, and they're probably like the crappiest, cheapest form of whatever exfoliator you can get. But they're also really cheap, which just means to say that even though I got a not so great product, it was because it was like, you know, it was the value is there, right? Which is, it's not much. But yeah, it's got these little, it's like a little pad with these nub things, and I've been using it like every other day, and my face feels a little bit smoother. It doesn't feel drier than I thought it was gonna get super dry, but I think I need to look into like safe face lotions that don't clog your pores too. Also, it kind of looks like a plumbus, if you all know from Rick and Morty, which is kind of feels old now, but that looks like what I would say a Generation 1 plumbus would have looked like. You know, like the beta version of a plumbus. Like the back of it is so weird looking and alien, you know, with its little suction cup thing. But yeah, hopefully it helps over doing nothing to my face, which is what I was doing before. Surely it can't hurt anything. But I'm always happy to hear some advice. You know, the whole reason why I started caring about my face and stuff again was because I heard people from Hololive talking about it on their streams. And then all the girls were giving all the guys and possibly other girls in chat tips on what to do and whatnot. And I was like, you know, it's cool. It's pretty cool. It's like not weird or embarrassing to take care of your face. That's just something that I kind of had going on in my mind. But that doesn't make any sense. Next, I have ordered a happy, 2 happies really, and I'm happy about it. Hooray! We have 2 happies that I've ordered, and I mentioned it on stream before, but I have a picture of them here. You use the Japanese razor cloth. Whoa. That sounds crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna look up a picture of that. Speaking of Japanese things, it's perfect because we're talking about happies, which were, I'm gonna read the definition because I put it in here specifically. A traditional tube sleeve Japanese coat usually only worn during festivals that apparently originated around the Edo period, which was 1603 to 1867. That's like, you know, 200 to 400 years ago. It's a long time. Pretty cool. Okay, hold on. Japanese razor cloth. Men's shaving products from JapaneseTaste.com. Not an ad, by the way. Unsponsored. Japanese taste. Now, I'm seeing straight razors, which is not, I don't think that's the same thing. The straight razor, like how Billy's dad used in Billy and Mandy, when he made the joke, well, if dad shaves his face, mommy shaves her legs. And then Billy looks really confused for a second. Anyways, we have, yeah, I have 2 happies. They're an Aqua and a Subaru happy. And, you know, I'm honestly not even sure I'm ever going to wear them. But it does make me feel pretty happy to feel like I'm supporting the creators, which are also fans. These 2 happies and the other ones that they've worked on are all fan-led projects. I should have included the other happies now that I think about it, just to kind of show them all off. But I will put the link of the website in the description. I think that they're all like what they were producing are all sold out right now because they were getting ready for 6th Fest, which is later this month, which is a big 2-day concert / expo, all Hololive stuff, and Holo Stars, and oh gosh, I kind of went on a too far of a tangent there. But yeah, anyways, we got the happies. Oh yeah, I was saying that you're probably not going to be able to order any, and they're probably not making any right now. But could always be possible in the future, because they don't have one for everyone. So, hopefully I will get the chance to wear it one day. I don't know. I'm not against the idea, but I just got the Omega anxiety of hell and death. So I can't really imagine doing those things, but the fact that I bought it and feel hopeful about it, to me, feels like a good sign that maybe I will do it one day. Wouldn't it be really cool to see a bowl of potatoes with 2 light sticks spinning around like a crazy maniac. It wouldn't be me. You would not see me spinning them, even though I would be there. I would film a mysterious bowl. And I have the happies here underneath. So this is the Subaru one, and it has the credits of who did it. We'll see in a second. But this is the front on the left, and the back is on the right. We have some... Oh, but you know, I just realized that the ducks here now they could be updated. But we'll talk more about that later. Yeah, it's really cool. The material feels pretty thick and comfy. Not the zoom. No, not this Subaru. This is Ozra Subaru, which is my favorite Hololive VTuber, streamer, singer, idol, duck, etc. On the sleeves, there's the text of the Subatomo, and we have the Holotori, which are different members of Hololive personified in their bird forms, kind of, as well as Gen 2 on the right, which is Subaru and Aqua and Shion and Ayame and Choco, which is all pretty cute. 2 different designers for the front and the back, and then different designers for the chibis on the sleeves, as well as even having a design and project lead, which is pretty cool. The other one that I bought is a Minato Aqua Happy, which I'm realizing now, like, the style feels much more girly, just color-wise. Because it's like, this is like so bright yellow. Even the background is so super bright yellow. I think it makes it hard to really see how yellow the Happy is. But here we have kind of like a subtler background with like a border and stuff, so it's a little easier to see the details. Aqua Happy here, some graphics, and what would you call that? Stickers and other cute things on the left. And then the same designer did the illustrations on the front and back for this one, as well as some 2 chibis on the bottom. When I open mine up, I can't really show it because you can't see my cursor, but when I opened mine, it was really just kind of like the middle back of the Happy, and it was like her eyes and face, but like not her hair or anything. It was pretty funny looking. I'm not gonna take it out of the bag, I don't think. So when I take pictures of some stuff, I have to do it today. But I am gonna take some real merch pics soon, because we have the Hololive 6th Fest coming up. So that seems like a good time to do that. Next, more Hololive stuff. Speaking of Subaru, we have a new form for the Subatomos. And a Subatomo is a Subaru friend. I think that's the literal translation, like Subaru friend. It's just like the name of her fan base. So we have a physical form. And why is this exciting? Why should you all care? Well, I can't really answer that, but I care, and I think it's really fun. So when she was debuting it, she asked the chat, what are you all? What are you all? And they all said text, which I thought was pretty funny. And I have some other screenshots of stuff that they said below, but thanks and a shout out to translators like Gundam Final and others whom I don't know by name, because I frequently use Gundam Final's translations in Holodex versus other ones. Wait, I just remembered another one. No, I don't know it for sure. It's like Mominji Loop or something. But anyways, thank you to Gundam Final and others for being around to translate the streams. So that's like maybe something I've not mentioned specifically before, but I don't speak Japanese and cannot really understand it at all. But there are some members that have people translating that you can't see. You can't really see the chat in YouTube chat, but if you go to this certain website called Holodex, which I guess I'm going to have to add in the description now that I'm talking about it, so people can have it, you can activate a separate window where you can see the translations if people are typing it, like how we can see there. So Subaru was talking about it. I'll scroll down a little bit. She said, it took 7 years to reach this place. The place being having a form. You all will receive a body. The Subatomos will receive a body. You are all just text. That's just up to this day. And then the chat said, spam B button. You can't do that. And that caught me so off guard. I was like, I thought they'd be so excited. And they're all like, no, no. They don't want to evolve, guys. They're spamming B like in Pokemon. And then the chat, someone in chat said, what if we have 6 arms? And then someone else said, I'm kind of nervous. Subaru says, I'm nervous too. I'm not going to show it yet, but what do you think it'll look like? Take a guess. And someone said, Sephiroth, the half-winged angel. And so I drew a Subatomo Sephiroth. Subaroth. But we'll go ahead and show the real forms. Ta-da! Yay! There's 2 forms. So, again, this is not something that I had worked on. It has the designer's name there, of course. This is Subatomo's new design. You can be a small duck or a big duck. I feel like I am still a small duck right now. Mainly because I don't feel like I could say I'm a big duck. But I'm going to keep doing stuff and supporting Subaru, and hopefully maybe I'll get nice and fat like everyone else. Next. Talking about mashed potatoes. Looks like buns eat the duck. They do look like some steamed buns. So, food related. I'm tired of eating mashed potatoes, but not really. Just the type of mashed potatoes that I'm specifically eating. And I need your all's help to find other kinds of instant mashed potatoes that I can eat that don't require me to cook anything at all. I don't eat mashed potatoes every day anymore like I used to, but still eat them like way more than the average person. And I have the ones that I used to eat here and the ones that I eat now here. Not an ad. Hold on, wait. Let me... Hold on. There. Hashtag not an ad, not ad. The ones on the left were like the ones that I ate for many years from college on to after college. You just put water in them. That's it. But then at some point they shifted the containers from being like plastic or some other kind of hard, slicky material to a paper bowl, and they taste terrible now to me. And even if you try to stir them up sometimes, sometimes you have bits of caked mashed potato powder because it got solidified, the other potatoes solidified around it, and there was some bit of it in there that didn't get mixed in or mixed up, and so you just eat like raw instant mashed potato dust. Nope, that's not good. But then, now I've been eating this Bob Evans. Specifically the one on the bottom. The all-natural kind. Only because it tastes better. Even though when you open it, you can cut it out in chunks like a cake. And it's super stiff. But as soon as you heat it up, it's fine. I don't know. I feel like I would be better off if I just every weekend made like a huge batch of mashed potatoes and just ate it like every so often instead of doing this. That would probably save me money too. But these really aren't that expensive. The one container of potatoes is like $5 or $6, and it gets me Let me think. It's like one, wait, or like 2, 4, 6, 8, like 8 to 10 meals. It seems worth it to me. But I feel like I've exhausted all brands of instant potatoes. I'm gonna have to bring this one back up at various points, because I feel like out of all of these, this is the one that I need the most help with. Make fresh and use my favorite spud. Boil it until mashing's ready, or with or without the peels. Add some heavy whipping cream and butter with fresh ground pepper to taste. Oh my gosh. That's like a lot. That's like a lot of steps that I've never done in my life, even though I surely am physically capable as an adult. We're at putting water in a cup levels of cooking over here. But I do think that I should try to cook them at some point, because it's like the only thing I would even feel motivated to cook in the kitchen. But yeah, I've heard the whipping cream, 30 minutes tops, including the boils, super easy. That yeah, you know, I guess that is one that you don't really need to like. It doesn't require that much maintenance or oversight, I guess, you know. You can throw the potatoes in and leave them there for go do something else for a little bit, you know. You do it at work on an electric burner? Oh. That sounds cool. What is your favorite potato to use? I don't even know anything about potatoes. At home gas is a must. I think mine might be electric. Actually, yeah, mine is electric. I did have a gas stove at my last place, which scared me because I'm inexperienced. So I never messed with it. That was during my air fryer phase, but I'm over that now. Well, let me go heat up my tea really quick. I'll be right back. Cooking on electric is tricky because it has to be adjusted to the range used. Gas is easy. Yeah, because gas is just like turn it on. Alright, be right back. And then we will move into the next section, which is some music and lyrics. We're going to be listening to some songs. Fire or more fire? Yeah. Yeah, is it hot enough? No? I got it. It's like, yes, got it. But we'll be listening to some music, and I'm going to be having the lyrics on the screen for us to follow along with. That way, if you would like, you can understand what they're actually saying and the deeper meaning of the song, hopefully. So I will be right back, and then we'll do that. Sorry about the break. My tea is cold and my throat hurts, and there's a lot of streaming we got to do today, so pardon me, Twitch chat. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's see. I kind of forget. All right, yes. You've been looking at single serving sushi rice. You've never seen single serving potatoes. You've only ever seen the giant box of flakes. Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen those too. That are like cereal boxes. But fresh is cheaper and only takes a few more minutes to prep. Yeah, I can see the I'm seeing the value. I'm seeing the trade-offs, you know, happening between quality and time and etc. and cost, and it all seems to be pointing towards doing it yourself. It's not always like that. I mean, I think most of the people could assume that it's usually cheaper to do stuff like that by, you know, from scratch or whatever, but it's not always. Plus, you have to factor in the time and effort and etc. versus just going to the store. But like you're saying, that's a entry level dish, you know. Let's see. Let's go to the next bloop. We have our music and lyrics section. You're gonna start looking around though, kind of like instant mac and cheese. Hey, I mean, you might find a good backup instant mashed potato that you can have just in reserve. So, especially if they're in the flake form, because they'll probably never go bad. We have 2 songs that we're going to listen to today. But actually, let me back up. Skirt! We're going to talk about some music. It might be stuff that we've listened to on stream or not. This case, one song we've listened to a lot on stream, and another we've never listened to on stream, I don't think. If you see any translation errors, be sure to let me know either now or in the YouTube comments. I also forgot to say hi to the YouTube watchers. Say hello to YouTube, Twitch chat. You don't have to if you don't want to. They probably won't take it personally, and even if they did, they can't say anything to you. What are they gonna do? Post a comment? You don't read those. I read those. We have 2 songs. We have Koi wa Seno. I did not look up the pronunciation before this, which is Love is War by Supercell, but covered by Koseki Bijou, which is who we were listening to run around in the Minecraft BGM earlier today. And we have Uwaki Shitara Akande, which is Don't Cheat. I kind of can vaguely say that a little better because they say it a lot in the song, by Kurosawa, covered by Kikira Vivi. So we can go ahead and get into that. I am gonna first talk about who these people are. Also, I have my bowl there as with my 2 little light sticks. So first, we have Hololive English admins, Sparkling Gem of Emotion, Koseki Bijou, yay! Also known as Bibu. But yeah, don't really want to talk about her too much because we're supposed to be just looking at the music. But I feel like the song that we're going to listen to is amplified by knowing her personality, which is that, in my opinion, she has kind of like a cooler younger sister vibe. That's kind of like 40% cute and 60% cool. She's the kind of gamer that will let me think. Will scream about Devil May Cry as what's it called? His name's Virgil, I think. And his move, what's it called? Judgment Cut or something. You know, she weebs out about stuff like that, but then also in Minecraft we'll build an animal cafe and give people pandas. You know, there's like a bit of a variety there, but ultimately pretty cool. And we're gonna be listening to a cover that she did in a karaoke, but she also sang this song for 5th Fest, which was last year. I think it was 5th Fest, either that or it was for Breaking Dimensions. But that performance was like elevated her to a new level of appreciation for me, and I can't play that one for you because it's kind of locked behind a paywall. But we can listen to this karaoke version and get a, you know, still pretty close performance. So I will scroll down. I will pause our current song. I will start playing the new song, and it's a little quiet, but it's also as loud as I can make it. So you're just gonna have to make do. So here we go. This is Koseki Bijou singing Love is War by Supercell. Oh, and I have the English lyrics and then the Romanji under it to try to help people follow along if you want. The Bijou text gift's not working. Anyways, that was Bijou's cover of Love is War. And man, I'm getting all hyped up about it, honestly, a little bit. I'm gonna turn on the background music again for a second. It was so good. Also, welcome, Sweets. We're analyzing some lyrics, not so much analyzing, just kind of jamming out this time. But I was just saying how Bijou's person, also her, get your candy feet out of here, Bijou. Get your candy feet off my screen. Her personality doesn't really seem like the type of person that would sing a type of song like this. And I don't know, it just, hearing her also sing it at Fifth Fest, was like, just made me have that same kind of feeling that I have often, which is like, this is a side of Bijou too. The non-weeb side, the deep down emotional girly side, but not the kind of girly where, you know, or not like the kind that is going to be whining or crying, but one that's going to be fighting for your attention and your love, which is really feels inspiring to me. So that was song number 1. These gifts work. Song number 2 is by Vivi. The浮気したらあかんで, Don't Cheat. Now, we have listened to this one a bunch on stream before. But who is Vivi? This is Hololive Devices Flowglow's makeup artist, Kiki Rara Vivi, which is, her name is so crazy to say, right? Kiki Rara Vivi. She is a part of one of the newest branches of Hololive. From Hololive Device, Flowglow, just like Sue, that we talked about last month. And just from her Minecraft streams, I'm feeling like she's pretty cute and silly, but dependable, and hard for me to tell, but she apparently speaks in something called a Kansai dialect, which after much research, I can vaguely say can be somewhat considered to a southern accent for those in the States. But it seems a little bit different, where they're using like whole different words and different ways of saying things versus just kind of having a different sound to it, you know? But I put in some different pictures of her from her YouTube banner, where she looks really cool, to her YouTube video that we're about to listen to, and to her self-portrait that she drew of herself that I swear to God looks like something that Moon would have drawn. Like, that looks like almost him with an anime wig. So, like, I get big vibes from that. Don't you? Is that not the first thing you thought of? That's like immediately what I thought of. But that's Vivi, and she has really cool pants. I've never noticed, right? Because most of the time you just see her from like the shoulders up. But her pants, like, they like go down and around her shins. It's so cool. It's really cool looking. Are those considered pants? I did zoom in to see, like, because I was like, maybe they're like overalls, but they are like attached to her, like under her belt. So, if they're not pants, I don't know what they would be called. So they might have a cool different name now that I think about it. But we can go ahead and pause our music now, and let's go ahead and listen to Vivi's song, which is also about love, but in a different way. Oh, that's a little loud. Go, BB! Whoa. Yay, BB! Gosh, the song is so, like, it's so fun. I started listening to it when Picora pranked Vivi by playing her song over the Minecraft streams and singing it. Hearing Picora sing just that little bit of it's so catchy, and the song is cute in itself, talking about not to cheat on her, but you know, in a different way. It's just so, I don't know, maybe it's because I don't have a lot of experience in the area, but it's neat how the same kind of emotion, which is, you know, wanting affection or love, I guess you could say, can be treated so differently between these two songs, right? Love is War and then Don't Cheat. That's two different things, but yeah, the same effect of increased affection points. All right, next. Hopefully you all thought that was kind of cool. I don't know, I'm still feeling weird about it, but I think it's cool to learn more about the song. So now we're gonna talk more about my channel and my stuff, finally, after shilling for literally everyone else and potatoes. We have played Fat Ass Wizard cast a fireball on me, but it's mashed potato. Yeah, that's us in Avowed. We got our spear with our little lightning thing, and my book there with some magic wibbly bits. But this month, Twitch chat, we played Minecraft, Marvel Rivals, Put the Sausage in the Bun, a game about digging a hole, Hollow 8, Avowed, Run Tavern Quest, Roguelike Deck Builder, and Parcel Simulator. And because I was going to do this stream yesterday, and I decided to do it today, it's, oh god. And we played Monster Hunter Wilds. There it is. Last month, this is just for fun, but last month we streamed 51 hours and 29 minutes. This month we streamed 91 hours and 30 minutes. As that's the power of Avowed and taking a day or two off of work. So I also wanted to talk about Avowed a little bit. And this was kind of just randomly something that I did, but I kind of challenged myself to think 5 to 10 minutes, what are the goods and bads of Avowed? Even though I'm not finished with the game yet, and we're going to continue today, I'd say we're between halfway and 2/3 of the way through the game. Also, there's no clips of anything for us to watch because it's all my fault. I'm really bad at it, but it's a slow and steady progress over here on the Mashed Potato Flow channel, I hope. So yeah, it's been no secret that we've been having fun with Avowed. But let's talk about some of the positives first. So some of the positives. One, there have been multiple large patches addressing big and small issues, from changing how the tier system works, which was like the whole game. Like, I mean, everything was affected by that. Your armor and your weapons, everything. They changed it from a hard system to a soft system in terms of how the difficulty or how the levels work. I won't get into it. To also changing UI elements and making those kinds of adjustments as well. Bug fixes. It's all great. That's fantastic, right? It feels bad because it's people think like, oh, that's how it should be. And it's like, yeah, I agree. That's how it should be. But it's not always like that. And it's great that we're getting that with Avowed. The crafting and cooking system feels really great. It feels complex because there's all these different ingredients, but it's simple when you actually use it because they combine the ingredients together. So you might get 5 different types of mushrooms, but if you're going to cook something that involves mushrooms, you can use any of the 5. Okay? So I think that that's cool. I haven't done much crafting or cooking, so I can't really say in practice how good it is, but I like the concept of having it feel varied, but it's very simple, really, because it's really immersion breaking to go and pick mushroom, you know, like everywhere just grows mushroom, you know. Instead we get soul shroom and some other stuff that I can't remember right now. I really like that the game encourages players to learn the lore of the game by placing them as the Adir and Envoy instead of just as a random nobody adventurer, because the game kind of needs you to at least somewhat be invested in the lore of the game. You don't have to know what happened with Andra and the third moon, right? That's just a small side quest breadcrumb for lore nerds, but you do kind of need to understand what is Adir. Why do Paradise not like the Adiran Empire or nation or whatever? And you know, what are these godlikes and who is this god? You know, even if you don't know anything about the other gods, now we have this mysterious voice now, right? That's new to everyone. So it's done a really good job of accounting for the new and the returning players to the series, which goes into the next thing, that the multiple endings of the game of Pillars 1 and 2 have been very smoothly kind of left out, purposefully left vague, I should say. So anytime we start to hear what might have happened in other parts of Aora, which is the world of Pillars of Eternity and Avowed, it's always like, I think this is true, or I've heard this, or we're not sure what happened to this, or stories say that this happened, but no one's sure. We even heard like an exact few lines where they said, you know how it happened, how stories change. Sometimes people feel one thing happened, and another group of people feel the exact opposite happened. And that was their in-universe way of explaining the different endings that people experienced from the other games. And that's so cool! That's so cool! They didn't have to say anything about it. They didn't have to say anything about it, really. Or they could have just decided what happened canonically. But instead, they honored everyone's playthroughs. That's amazing. The collectibles that you have to find in the game, there's... well, I do feel like there's a lot of, like, different things. It's really only one thing. They're all very simple in terms of, like, the amount. You're not going around and collecting 50, I don't know, whatever's tree nuts or whatever. I started to say Mokoko seeds, and I was like, I don't want to make fun of Lost Ark like that. I changed it to tree nuts. That doesn't make any sense. But you know, you only have to find like 8 things per zone. Wait, it might be more than that, but like 6 totem pieces, as well as the Strangled Andra and the Ancient Memory. That's not that many things to find. And this is coming from the guy that spent like 2 streams finding some of those things and then gave up and had to look it up, you know? Still not that much. It even tells you where it's at on the map once you get close. So, I feel like that's a good thing. And they give you good rewards that make your character stronger versus just being like, you collected it. Great job. Looking at you, Sea of Stars. Even though I still love Sea of Stars, I do regret spending the time collecting all that stuff. That wasn't worth it, man. The game has numerous UI and accessibility options to tailor to your specific needs, which feels like something you'd see on an advertisement for the game. The hammers, I mean, it was honestly more fun getting the hammers than it was getting the reward, which is the dev room. Which I like when devs do that, but I did not want that as my ultimate super omega reward. Alright. Are you for real, man? At least let me fight you then. What if you got to fight the devs and they were super OP and they killed you in one shot? People would find a way to defeat them, I bet. But the game of Avowed has a lot of different accessibility options, so you can have interaction icons, the loot shimmer, the different like dodge towards enemies, auto shield towards enemies. There's like so much stuff that I feel like this game is a great example of what other games should include, even though it probably goes even too far. And yeah, there's more that I could praise about the game. This stuff I try to keep pretty factual or pretty as objective as I could, instead of me saying I like the story or I like the way that the zones feel. Like trying to be a little bit more factual, right? So now, because we talked about the positives, now we're gonna talk about the negatives. The negatives, which I had to put a smaller text because I was writing a lot. Negative number 1. These aren't really in order. Forcing the player to have companions. That feels really bad to me. Maybe really bad as an overstatement. That doesn't feel good to me, because what if people wanted to play by themselves? And especially because in the previous games there were things called solo Iron Man Path to the Damned challenges, which is basically you play with no party, you have one life, and you're on the hardest difficulty, and people would do that. I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. It just feels weird that it's like you can't be companionless, especially when the companions just seem to be like normal companions in games. They offer other dialogue, they have input on certain things, but they don't seem like critical to the story so far. Like everything that we've done could have just happened to our character by themselves, except maybe when Kai saves you from when you first walk into Paradise. But you could just say that a random person did that out of the kindness of their heart, or I don't know, or maybe an Adiran soldier did that, right? Because he saw you, the envoy. Anyways, we don't need to get into details on how to fix these things, I guess. I feel like the pacing of the main story quests they feel really fast and long, which those sound contradictory to each other. But it's like, I think the main quests need to be broken up into smaller chunks, because it feels like it might just be the way that I played, but it feels like the main quests are just for each area are only like in threes. Like when we got to the Emerald Stair, we went into Fjord, met Giata. She got kicked out of the city, and we found her parents and got the scepter, the focus thing. Then we went. Didn't we go to Naku Tedek, and then when we were out of it, Fjord got attacked? That's only like 3 or 4 things that happened, and that was probably only 2 or 3 quests. So it just feels like they could have been broken up some. I don't know. I don't have the solution. The enemy variety feels a bit weak, and I did see other people complain about this, so I guess it's not wholly my own thought. But I don't agree with it personally, but I'm still putting it here because I think most people will think that. So, like, Zorips, for example, are in the game, like, everywhere. I think most people would probably think that they're lame, because they're just like goblins. They're just like knockoff generic RPG enemy. But really, Zorips have like a bigger part in the world. To me, they're like another race of the of the world, right? They're just not like a super intelligent one that can talk and do all this stuff, but they still have societies and little civilizations. Clearly they have hierarchies. There's a lot of intelligence going on with the Zorups. So I'm okay with them being everywhere. But besides the Zorups, when I thought about it, what else did we see? We see beetles, we see humans and skeletons, and phantoms and spirits, and that's it. Parkour civilization? No. Where's my spray bottle at? Psh, psh. No, not parkour civilization. But there's like not that many variety of enemies. Now, I'm not against using the same enemy, but tiering them up like the beetle, like water beetle and a desert beetle and an odger beetle. But it really does kind of feel like we only see beetles and people and like skeletons and spirits. Like where's like the animal? Like where's like wolves at, or like I don't know, literally. I mean, you also can't hit the wildlife animals that are in this game, which that didn't bother me, but I saw some dude on Twitter being like, could you believe this AAA game doesn't let you hit the random wildlife? And I wanted to say, what does that really affect your gameplay experience? I get it, I agree with you, but if I'm gonna deduct points for that, it's like a small amount of points. It's yeah. I think that the game should have more skill abilities. This is probably the biggest one, and having an alternate hotbar, which I talked about it in the game. But like the previous games were like more closely linked to tabletop RPGs with like a crazy leveling system. There's like lots of levels and stuff, and it's, you know, you gotta sit down and plan it out. I understand that that's not gonna happen here, but it still feels like it was too simplified, where each class is only getting 3 or 4 abilities. So fighters can charge, shout, and spin. And the spin is a level 20 thing that you're gonna get later in the game. That feels crazy to me, that like it's just a whirlwind spin. Is that the ultimate warrior technique in this universe? Spinning in a circle? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. That doesn't make any sense. Rangers, they can trap people with roots. They can go invisible, or they can use flurry of blows, which seems like something a warrior should be able to do, which is like it gives you max attack speed and blah 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 and stamina regen and something else. But that's the trade. So you could have a whirlwind spin attack, or something that boosts like 3 out of the 4 stats you use to attack. It's like, okay, that is the ultimate. Okay, well, if that is the ultimate warrior technique, then I guess I'll have to remove that one part of it. But also, wizards only get actually, now that I think about it, we've never seen anyone use the whirlwind technique. It could be more powerful than we're expecting. Now, whenever we go and fight a mini boss later today and they start spinning in a circle, we're all gonna shit our pants. Wizards have a lot of different spells. I feel like wizards are okay, but I just I don't know. It feels like they went with the 3 major classes, and I feel like, you know, they have the ranger there, and you can become more of like a rogue if you use daggers and do the stealth thing. But does it really feel like, I don't know. I think to me it just feels a little too simplified. Like maybe if each one had an advanced class, and it doesn't even have to be like an option, but just like if you put like this amount of points in a warrior, you unlock berserker or something like that, and then you get, I don't know, another skill, something. I don't know. I shouldn't talk out of my ass. I sound like everybody on Reddit right now. The last thing was that I would like 1 crumb of Pillars 1 and 2 companion references, please. Please. Just like the smallest morsel. Just like how you had Nimnok on the grave, and how you had the Watcher of Kadanua's banner. Just a crumb about Adair or Sagani, or oh god, there's a spelling mistake. I gotta fix it before you guys notice it. I know you didn't notice it. All right, I fixed it. But you know, I want to know, like, did Pallegina survive? I was thinking about that. She's an avian godlike. All the godlikes were called back. Is Pallegina just fucking dead? Because if so, I'm gonna be sad about that. What the hell, man? And they didn't even... Also, I realized this while I was writing this. This feels like a... I don't know. This feels like something a YouTuber would make a video on. which is that sometimes in Avowed, they copy journal entries almost verbatim from previous games. That's not a problem. But what I think is interesting is this complaint that I had of no mentionings of companions anywhere. They also removed the mentioning of Durance from the Godhammer Bombs entry, because I remember when we read it on stream, I was like, this is almost exactly the same, but it doesn't mention Durance at the end, probably because people won't know who that is. But then I thought, does that matter if people don't know who he is? Because some people will definitely know who he is. So and then I'm like, were they removed on purpose? You know? And if anything, wouldn't it be interesting to have that in there? And if you're a new player and then you're like, wow, I really loved Avowed, maybe I'll look at Pillars of Eternity 1, and then you see Durance there and you remember that he had something to do with the, I don't know, maybe that would be interesting to you. But anyways, I'm hoping just any of them, one of them, just say something about them. Even anything at all, anything. Because I don't expect to meet them in the game or anything like that. That's like dreaming of the clouds kind of thing. But maybe they won't, because like these guys could just die in your game and then they wouldn't be around in your universe, right? So I don't know. What's next? Oh, next is talking about what's in March. Boom. So what's next in March? This slide got all fucked up, guys, because I pushed the stream to today, but I kind of fixed it some. So we're going to talk about March and what to expect. If you guys have any games that you're excited about, please let me know, because the list this time is not as strong as last month's. But we have Chef RPG. We're going to continue that series, pick that back up. I accidentally let it fall. And there's a major content update coming out pretty soon, if not already out. Not just adding stuff, but reworking main story quest, crafting system. It's a big one. It's a big boy patch. So we'll definitely at least check out the patch, whether we continue the series right away or not. They also have something where you can contribute to the town and like increase buildings stuff. So I don't know. It's like, dude, what? It's a great game. Play Chef RPG. God damn it. No, I shouldn't curse when shilling for them like that. Please consider playing Chef RPG. We also played Monster Hunter Wilds. We'll be playing more of that today, maybe, but we started it yesterday. I got my ass kicked a lot, but I also did way better than I did in the beta. And I practiced on stream, and oh man, I so got it. You will 1000% see an improvement between yesterday's stream and the next time we play Monster Hunter. Now, am I killing monsters faster? I don't really think so, which feels weird to me, because you'd think I would be if I was doing a lot better. But I'm managing my buffs better, and I understand my combos a lot better. So that's all we need to know for the basics. Now it's just combat training. Also, Roguelite Deck Builder comes out March 17th. I am really excited for that, and we are definitely going to play that before Nimi does. Because I'm just going to put a bet on it right now that Nimi Nightmare is going to play Roguelite Deck Builder. Just seems like one that she would play. She also said that she was going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance, possibly as a series, or I don't know if it's a series or not, but which reminds me, she asked if she should play the first one first, and I was so excited to see what chat had to say, because I know it's a direct sequel. They were literally split like 50-50. I accidentally activated my Google, so I had to stop talking for a second so it wouldn't listen to what I was saying, even though it's listening to me all the time. I think, me personally, I'd still play the first one. So that's the games that are coming up. We have some Hololive events that are coming up, and honestly, one of them already happened yesterday. Womp womp. It was the Hololive Ian Monster Hunter collab. I didn't even watch it, because I was playing Monster Hunter, and then I was watching Subaru's stream. But I wanted to call it out. It's over with now, but they'll be playing more, just not sponsored, I guess. Sakura Miko had the fastest typing tournament, which was today at 5 a.m. Suisse and we caught some of that, and it was really funny. I wish that I would have did the prediction, but that's okay. We'll look at the results in 1 second. There's also, oh wait, let me scroll down just a little bit. Thumbnails. There's also the Hololive English Spring Party program today, which is at 8:20. All these times are in Eastern Standard Time, by the way. The Hololive English Spring Party is they're going to be doing like it's an offline collab, and they're going to be painting. And I think that the plan is going to be similar to what they did kind of on accident with Subaru, Miko, and I think Miosha's clay figurine things. Did I watch the final? I did. I did catch the final. I missed some of it, but I did catch the final. It was really close. The spring party program thing where they're going to paint something, I think they're going to take the paintings and have them on display at the Super Expo later this month, just like they did with Subaru and everyone's figurines that they made. So that'll be cool. I bet you a lot of people don't know about that because it was like a JP thing, so Ian can get excited. They'll all be happy to see Kiara and Ina's and Iris's and Cecilia's paintings. And then here's the bracket, chat. Here it is. the typing test bracket. Also, I tried to download the game. I found it. I found the English version. It's just not available to download right now, which feels really bad. But I'm a pretty fast typer. I don't think I'm as fast as Kanade, but I'm a pretty fast typer. I have the winning brackets, kind of tried to highlight them with a white marker there so you can see Koyori. It's probably easier to go backwards, but Kanade in the middle and Koyori as well. Kanade defeating Okayu, Noel, Suisei, and then taking the crown. Koyori defeating Ririka, then Subaru, then Gigi. I can't think if there's anyone else that I would think like, oh shit, so-and-so should have been in there. Because they're a really fast typer. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of assumed that I kind of thought Gigi was going to win, honestly. I kind of just assumed that her life of internetness would be enough, but it was not enough against Koyori, I guess, who is the brains of HoloX. Gigi doesn't know Japanese. Yeah, it was, from what I mean, if I saw, it was Romanji, right? I actually don't know how to say that right. But, you know, it's like Japanese, but with English characters. So it would still be really hard for a non-Japanese knower to do, because you basically are just spelling almost random letters, right? Like that to your mind don't make any sense belonging together. Yeah, but it was still a lot of fun. And another example, man, gotta give Miko a lot of credit to, she does all these events and they're always great. I don't know, I think she yeah, that's like a really big thing that I like about Miko. Next, later, tomorrow, we have Subaru's 6th anniversary live. What is it? Hoshi, I forget how to say it. Hoshi Akari, which is Starlight. It happens tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope that you all will consider tuning in, doing my part as a Suotomo, and would like to have you all join us. Let's see. Next, the upcoming streams. We have the Avowed series, which is ongoing. We have Chef RPG, which we need to continue. That's going to be after Avowed, but we might take one day off and check out the new update when it comes out. I'll at least check it out off stream, and then maybe, I don't know, I'll figure out how to represent it. I'm still trying to help Chef RPG out as best I can. I'm probably hurting it more than I'm helping it, now that I think about it. Oh god. Monster Hunter Wilds full series question mark? That question mark can now become not a question mark, because I found myself thinking about Monster Hunter this morning when I woke up. Another upcoming stream, the Hololive Common Knowledge Test. Honestly, guys, I forgot about that. I started to translate that to English for us to take the test, and then I forgot because I didn't make a list to do it. So I would still like to do it. It might not be as useful of a test for us because the translations don't always make sense, but we can still try. I think it'll be a lot of fun for you all to see my own brain rot, I guess you could call it. My Hololive brain rot and how strong it is. And then lastly, there it is. Another upcoming stream. This one will absolutely, definitely happen. Mashed Potatoes, Hololive Oshi list. An assignment I was given, I think, 2 years ago now, from our own chatter, Swees, using a website that basically shows you two of Hololive VTubers, and then you pick which one you like between the two. And then you keep doing that until you do them all, and then it assembles them into a list. We're gonna do that before 6th Fest. That way, I can kind of compare what it's like after 6th Fest, so I can be like, wow. Because every year, it seems like every year, I'm always like, holy cow, I did not know that so-and-so could be like that. And it's like, they shoot up the list, you know? So, like last year, the first year was with Risu. That was back when I was a uninitiated Ayunda Risu fan. And now, I too understand her power. And then I think, you know, last year, part of it was Bibu's song that we just listened to earlier, even though it wasn't the same one. Same song, different performance. It was so, oh gosh, it was so good. I forgot to say, you know, when she was doing that song live, she did her classic, I'm Koseki Bijou, and today you're gonna listen to me sing. And I was like, holy, okay, yes ma'am, I will listen. And you could hear you heard some people too. I think they felt it too. People didn't want to shout though, because they didn't. The song was started. You don't know when she's gonna start singing. It's hard to tell. All right, next. What's next? That might be it. That might be it, guys. That's it. Boom. And that ends the Mashed Potato Monthly #2 stream. An hour and 21 minutes. Not too bad. A little long, perhaps, but hopefully you all enjoyed. Thank you for joining me. We have some shilling for myself there. My YouTube, my Twitter, and the Twitch, which you're already here. Good job on being out of the 3 things there. Uh-oh. My message there. Wait, don't look at that bottom message yet. Hold on, wait a second. Forget it. Beam! Okay. There. Now you guys have forgotten what was there before, and now it says Avowed and Monster Hunter Wild soon. We also had our background music that I can't hear the background music at all. I gotta do this differently, but hopefully it was like kind of quiet enough and not annoying. I didn't even have... Anyways, shut up! Shut up! Stop talking! We have, the links for these things are right below the VOD that you're watching now. And thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna actually eat some lunch really quick and then be back probably in about 30-ish minutes for some Avowed. And then we'll probably play some Monster Hunter if we get to a good stopping point with Avowed. But today, Avowed, more main story coming up. Hopefully you all will join us for that. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you in a little bit. Sue, take us away. Goodbye, chat. Thank you. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna go eat food now. I am gonna eat mashed potatoes. Be back in 30.